Let me explain something to y'all about election interference and rigging elections and stealing elections. First of all, it's a lot of us that know what actually happened in 2020. They stole the election in many different ways. Too many for me to even talk about right now. But the proof of them stealing the 2020 elections is now in the 2024 election cycle where they taking Donald Trump off ballots. They took him off the ballot in Maine. They took him off the ballot in Colorado. And now they're trying to take him off the ballot in California and several other states. That's kind of stuff that communist countries do. For example, in North Korea, Kim Jong-un don't nobody got nobody running against him. That's the kind of stuff that dictatorships do. In Russia, Vladimir Putin don't have nobody running against him. People who want to remain in power and people who have coups and dictatorships and try to overthrow the governments, they don't let people run against them. And not only that, they don't leave office. Donald Trump left office voluntarily. He didn't tell the people of January 6th, the rioters, to do no riot or no insurrection. Nobody had no weapons. He also did not ask them to do that. He didn't take control of the military. He didn't throw the over government. There was no rebellion. There was no coup. So since there was no rebellion and there was no coup, it couldn't possibly be no insurrection. So how was they trying to take Donald Trump off the ballot talking about he was involved in an insurrection when there was never no insurrection in the first place? Insurrection, a coup, a rebellion, a civil war, those all the same things. And that's not what happened on January 6th. So somebody trying to take Donald Trump off the ballot talking about it was an insurrection, that's a lie. That's just another way for them to have election interference, and that's just another way for them to try to rig the election, and that's just another way for the Democrats to try to steal another election. Vladimir Putin have at least 30 people that want to run against him to be the ruler of Russia, and they will not permit it. The Russian government will not let people run against Vladimir Putin for president. So here we have the Democrats and Joe Biden that weaponized the Department of Justice. We have the District Attorney Alvin Bragg. We have the people down in Georgia trying to arrest Donald Trump and trying to put Donald Trump in prison for things that he have not done. That's the kind of stuff they do in countries that have dictatorships. That's the kind of stuff that they do in countries where they have one party rule, where they don't want nobody else to be running against the person who run the country. That's the kind of stuff they do in communist countries. Russia is a communist country. That's the bottom line. North Korea is a communist country. Cuba is a communist country. Don't have people running against them in office. And if somebody try to run against him in office, they do one or two things. They either take their name off the ballot, they either murder them, or they put them in prison. This stuff not new. It's only new in the United States, but countries and rulers and dictatorships and leaders been doing this for hundreds of years, for thousands of years, ever since mankind been on the earth. The Democrats do not want free and fair elections, and that's why they taking Donald Trump's name off the ballot, just like they doing in Russia. So y'all need to understand that there was no insurrection, that Donald Trump did not try to overthrow the government. This is just another way for Joe Biden and the Democrats to cheat and to stay in power and have a one-party communist system in the United States. They trying to do away with everybody that go against what they say. Well, American people do not want no dictatorship. We do not want communism and socialism in this country. We do not want people taking Donald Trump's name off the ballot. We want free and fair elections that are not being rigged and stolen. The American people want Donald Trump to be president again. So rather than trying to take his name off the ballot and rather than trying to imprison him, go ahead and have a free and fair election and do not cheat. You need to stop playing around with this election system with the elections and the electoral college, and you need to stop playing around with people's votes. In order for this country to stay united, give everybody the opportunity to vote for the candidate of their choice. Give the Republicans Donald J. Trump for president.